You've got motivational speakers that will convince people that the reason why they're not successful is because they're not motivated. You might think that the reason why you're not winning is because you just don't have the right motivation that you need. That's a myth. Successful men do not need motivation because motivation is a fleeting emotion. If you are relying on motivation alone to get you to greatness, there's no way that you're going to get to the other side. Because if you're honest about how much you're motivated, the average person does not have enough motivation in order to go through the days of consistency that is needed to get to the next level of results. So let's talk more about this. Let's say that maybe there's some days where you're motivated to work at a 10, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of you going hard, some days you're motivated to go at a 10. But then on the days that you're not motivated, you'll put in a 3 level effort, 4, 5. And so that should show you right there that if you only have little bits and pieces of time in your schedule where you only feel like working at a 10, there's no way that you're going to get the success that you want because it's too inconsistent. The reality is, successful people perform at a level of 8 or higher per day. And the only way that you'll be able to hit that number consistently is if you're able to produce quality work that doesn't need motivation, okay? Motivation alone is one of the primary reasons why most people never escape average, because they've convinced themselves that if they don't feel like doing it, then they just shouldn't do it. And that's the reason why it's so hard for us to reach goals. Successful people do things when they don't want to do it. If the only time that you do something is when you feel like doing it, there's no way you can ever reach greatness. So when you look at people who have great bodies, I promise you, there were times they went to the gym and worked out when they didn't feel like working out. If you are an athlete and you're trying to get to a professional league, there's no way that you're going to get to the pros if you only feel like practicing when you want to practice. I don't care what you do in your life. There's going to be times where you don't feel like doing whatever it is that you've been called to do. Do you just, throw your hands up and just walk away? Or do you continue to focus on your craft? Do you continue to stay focused on that vision? And if so, how do you do it? Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on their systems, their habits, and their teams. If you're going to get to the next level of success as we prepare for the year to come, you need to be fully invested on building systems, habits, and teams that will help you get to your success. All of this will serve as your safety net, so that way you can move forward even when you don't feel like working. What happens when the willingness from your reasons run out and you need to find extra fuel to keep going? All of us, sometimes we may be motivated through reasons, but we have to dig very deep to find a willingness in order to actually go off and do something.